everybody, welcome to AJS News, video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
Have you seen Dad's wallet? He's real pissed. He's stomped all over the house looking for it.
The guy loses everything. I might be like behind the counter or something. I don't know.
You have it right there. What are you doing with his wallet?
I was trying to buy him a gift for Father's Day.
Oh, it is coming up, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about this right here? There's a tie.
He's never worn a tie, ever.
What about these cool underwear gloves? They're pretty sweet.
No. And you're gonna use his money to buy that?
Well, a new Lego set came out, so I'm kind of broke right now.
Give me his wallet.
No, hold up. Hold up.
Well, looks like you're buying him a new wallet.
Well, that's better than this, I guess.
You put my name on the gift, and I won't tell him that you took his wallet. Deal?
Done.
Get the people in your life a gift they'll actually want. An extra smart wallet. Right now, there are amazing deals that are so good you can grab one for yourself while you're at it. Click the links down below to check out all Extra has to offer. Free shipping, free returns, and a 12-month warranty. There's no reason not to.
Guys, that's right. The back to work sale is going on right now. 100-day return policy, free returns, 12-month warranty. Check out Extra.
Yeah, guys. This is as I said in the last one, we are working on Space Marine 2 and Black McWoothkong, so please give us some more time on that as I work some more over this. You can even visit our Twitch, where we will be playing live Space Marine 2 as we finish that and go into the multiplayer and operations. Alex, what the hell else has been going on in gaming news part 2?
Some tomfoolery.
I like tomfoolery.
Poppycock.
No, don't like poppycock.
No, okay.
Yeah, tomfoolery, that's all right with me.
Well, I was trying not to curse, but yeah, some major level shittiness coming from Age of Mythology. You played a little bit. You guys played a little bit on stream.
Yeah,
so you can
we
check
liked
out.
it. We liked it very much. We'll put out a video on that. I'm editing that as well. Lots to go through.
But they are also selling 22-year-old JPEGs. JPEGs for $6. And
this is perhaps the worst piece of DLC ever. It's slowly flown under the radar here, and we want to put it. I'm glad you included this news story. Is worse than horse armor. You remember horse armor? This is what, 20 years old? We're showing our age or something like that. How old is horse armor? We gotta look that up. I'll look it up right now. But
I feel like,
why are they doing this for $6?
They added it in, and they probably needed to pick a number. They should have just made it free because they have a bunch of other DLC stuff.
April 3rd, 2006.
Okay.
So, 20 years ago, not quite 20 years, 18 years. Wow. Nearly multiple decades now. But it's straight, and I double-checked it because I was looking at it. We even, mentioned it on stream. We're like, wait, what? It is JPEGs. That's all it is you're just changing the little box avatar from one image back to the original image. Now, the original image, in art's sake, from the new image, could be considered worse because they look like shit, but it's nostalgic for the people that played the original. But guess what? That should have come for free!
Yeah.
It should have come for free. It's so fucking stupid. If anything, it should be reversed. Hey, if you want new hotness, then pay for the new hotness. But even that's a bad idea because you shouldn't be paying for that at all. Yeah. But it's just hilarious that it's like you pay me for worse.
Yeah.
And you pay me for JPEGs.
Like, what's your logic
should
here?
already be included. There should be already a choice of 4 avatars with under the goddamn Atlantean faction, and you choose.
Yeah,
but it is God-based. So.
I mean,
wow. So this will probably forever go down as one of the worst DLCs, if not the worst. If we were to create a list, a top 10 list of worst DLCs ever, this would definitely go on there. So that seems like a fun video too. I would need maybe some other suggestions.
The video would be
from
9
you
hours
guys.
long, and it would just be the
the
train content. You know how many DLCs are on the fucking train in Sims games? There's no way we have
I'm
time
not going to
go through all
include
that shit.
every single bad DLC that's ever been
Like a house
made.
payment, get them all.
It's just the top 10. That might be able to take up one spot within the top 10.
Dude, you just
to
list
summarize
30,000 train mods. It's like all of these are bad if you buy.
subsection,
Yeah.
1. Yeah. So,
Bad idea.
and remember, back in 2006, April 3rd, for horse armor, it was $2.50. Make it seem like a fucking deal. Because these are $6.
Well, it's not even the horse armor actually had to be like put into the game with like textures and stuff. Not a lot of textures, but textures. These are JPEGs.
Yeah.
These are just 6 images that. Whatever. I'm tired of all of this.
The birth of DLC was Bethesda. Yeah,
Bethesda.
makes sense.
Potato faces and horse armor.
It could have been a nice little return,
Shit
but then you
that
put
should
the
have already
little
been in the
shit
game.
stain
Yeah.
on it. It should have been a nice little remastered, but then they put
They put a
shit on
nice
it.
little shit stain. Because other than that, we're having a great
Yeah.
time. There is other DLC that is totally legit. There's a Chinese faction they're reworking completely because there was Chinese before. And then I think there's going to be a brand new Pantheon. So, that's how you do it. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm willing to spend money on that, but not $6
$6
for a fucking
$6.
JPEG.
To be fair,
No.
He doesn't even use his own catchpherpse anymore.
Well,
we need to
alright,
change
there is
his
something
face
to be
on
fair.
that shirt
there's
to my face.
there's not to be
And
fair
then
here.
now I'm gonna
There's
do it
nothing to be fair here.
To be fair, it takes artists a lot of time.
No,
to
not for
draw
that
the
one.
picture.
It's already there.
Yeah.
That's the point of To Be Fair. Have any of your To Be Fairs actually been fair?
Yeah. It was,
No.
Yeah. To be fair.
No. What was the birth? What was the birth of To Be Fair?
It was free.
Yes,
To play.
To Be Fair, it's free. Does that mean that Valorant can charge people $300 for fucking guns, and then other companies start to fucking charge $300 for their guns? Because To Be Fair, it's fucking free.
That's what they want to do, but I'm not gonna buy it.
You did it anyway as a sarcastic joke then. Now all of a sudden you're saying it. No, this is To Be Fair is legitimate. To Be Fair, no, it's not.
I had to pay for
You
my
have to.
subscription.
That's what makes it funnier. To be fair, the artists spent a lot of time in
2002.
2002, so 20 some years ago.
I'm just saying that if things continue at this rate, I'm really liking your nautical bandit tattoos that are all over your arm, where people can sail the 7 seas. And
let's go.
It's just like you put shit like that in there, man. I can't support you. Just do it yourself. You can easily edit that stuff in the
That's
game
what
file.
I was thinking. It's like, well, I'm just gonna change it myself.
Yeah,
there it goes. Save myself
your,
$6.
your garbage art you made this year that no one likes. I'm gonna throw it in the trash and then whatever.
Yeah.
Speak-
But to finish off on that, you're like, oh, you think about it now. Oh man, $2.50 for the original horse armor that started all this bullshit doesn't seem so expensive anymore, because motherfucking Diablo 4 had $25 DLC horse armor. So it shows you how things happen.
they just move
They just
it over?
increased the price.
Yeah.
They just took that decimal from the Bethesda
Well, we
DLC.
charged $2.50. Now it's $25.
And now, and back then, I was like, fuck you. Now, with Diablo 4, I was like, fuck you.
Next one's gonna be $250.
So, yeah, 20 years
when
from now.
Valorant puts in mods. And then
20 years from now, it'll be $250 for horse armor. Shit, man. Times 10.
So guys, start saving your money.
Start
You
saving
want
your
that
money
horse
for
armor?
horse in 20 years.
Can't wait. Well, speaking of mods, Baldur's Gate 3 new patch added mods.
Woohoo!
The ability for
More flippy floppies.
Everybody naked! Wait a minute. We
was
were already naked.
There was lots of that already.
Yes.
And so this is a in-game mod browser for official modding support, and more than 1 million mods have been installed and counting in just a few
Naked
hours.
mods. Nakedness for everyone else.
It's a massive success. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is already, game of the year, super detailed. And when you do something like this and the community gets to get a lot more out of it, especially since they've added a ton of really evil endings.
Ooh.
Like
Do you have any ones?
really
Real fucked up
Yeah,
endings,
real
yeah.
fucked up ones.
Tell
The
me
bi-
one.
Well, no, it's a spoiler.
No,
man.
no,
But
I'm not gonna
you're
tell
gonna
you.
you're gonna do it yourself. If you don't know, this is something that you may not know. OJ in video games is a psycho.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
He
That's
is-
why he wants to
in
know.
real life, super nice all the fucking time, and in video games, it's how he gets it out. He's like, "Oh, kid, steal from him, then murder him."
Yeah.
Or-
what's wrong with that?
Conscript them in the infantry.
Yeah, and make sure. Well, and then he puts
Put
them
them
in
to
the
work.
fence. Yeah.
Advance to the front.
Yeah. So,
But is it bad?
But
You're
that's
the
my
one-
son.
But they're the ones killing the babies, not me. I just said put them out there.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, if you never
I'm not
said
evil.
to be fair, if you never said put the infants in the front of you, then you would have took the shots.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good. There's tons of new content. So if you've been waiting for a time to play Baldur's Gate 3, I don't fucking know why. You should just jump in and play it right
Yes.
now. Tons more endings. You can be crazy evil and do all the OJ stuff, but just mod the game and fix things out. But there was
Let's see
already
what they got.
flopping around wieners and booby physics and stuff like that. So I don't know what else. I mean, there's
Even more floppy dongs for
Yeah.
you. Floppy dongs for everyone.
yeah, like satisfying like the thigh slaps, the walk. Okay, whatever. Last week we talked about Anotria getting left on red over at Microsoft. This is a
yes.
Italian Souls-like game. They wanted to put out the game on PC and PlayStation and Xbox. They had everything was working, and then Xbox just kind of stopped responding, which meant that they're like, "Hey, we can't
Bunch of dicks.
release the game if our representatives aren't responding to us." They put out these things like Xbox doesn't care about you. I mean, they're going a little crazy with some of their wordage, but they got back to them. Microsoft actually came out and said, "No, all right, well, we'll put the right person in charge." They
Yeah,
didn't-
well, see, that's good. And
a little bit of
Microsoft
heat.
legitimately fucked up, and
Yeah.
they had to complain about it. So they had to make the tissy. They had to make a hissy fit.
Yeah.
Because it ultimately worked out for those that wanted on Xbox.
yeah, I'm totally fine with the hissy fit. It's just their choice of wording was a little melodramatic.
Now you got sometime gotta ramp it up, get that attention. We covered it.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to cover it anyway, but
Yeah, we were.
yeah, they don't care about you. No, they do. They gave you a bunch of money.
No, they don't care about it. They
Yeah.
don't care about you.
Yeah. So
Well, they don't care. Well, that's true anyway. Xbox don't care about you.
Microsoft,
They care about your
money. Yeah. That's everybody. It's for the people. God, Xbox doesn't care about. Yeah, PlayStation doesn't give a shit about you either.
True.
And this is a long-standing thing that I'm going to continue talking about.
Okay.
That Xbox had issues with Larian. So Larian had technical issues when developing for Xbox port of Baldur's Gate 3 last year, which delayed its release. Funcom is having issues porting Dune Awakening over. This is due to the Xbox Series S limitations, which is one of the worst things in fucking gaming. And we're going to just now start seeing games being held back because that remedial fucking console that no one should have fucking bought anyway we're going to have problems for years.
So you have problems with poor people, Alex,
Yeah.
that can't afford consoles?
Yeah. Clearly.
I like that.
You have to commit to it.
Yeah. Don't make my
Commit
game
to the
shittier because you bought a half-measure console.
Xbox never should have put that
Gamecast.
out because what happens is the gaming industry has to move at the speed of the slowest console. That's why, I mean, Mortal Kombat 11 coming out on Switch. You remember playing Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch? It was horrible. It was fucking horrible. And now the AAA games are like, we're just going to ignore Nintendo because that console's terrible.
Yeah, we bought it as a joke
Yeah.
to have fun.
Fireballs like
We developed it wrong. on
Fucking
purpose.
Melina, nah, she just looked like a rubber blow-up doll. A really bad blow-up doll. You think about it.
People still buy it.
People still buy it.
Yeah. Just expect all the games that coming out on Xbox to be worse because Xbox has the rule that if you put it on an X, you have to have a port for S.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember what the price difference between the S and the X was, but, you know, I just say you got to save up your money buy the better one so that you can have the best experience, because clearly, it is holding back the next generation. I want full next gen. I don't want these companies to have these excuses. Well, but they were already doing it, Alex, with, previous gen. Oh, well, we got to release on this and previous gen, and then making the excuse for, cons.
That's what the big problem with Cyberpunk, right? Is it truly should have been the best next generation game, and when it was next gen only,
but
it was
a lot of time
awesome
was wasted on
PS4.
those old gens. So it's a problem that's probably going to stick around for a while, but that doesn't mean that we can't highlight it and complain about it.
Yeah, I will continue complaining about it. So yeah. All right, Warner
And
Brothers.
Alex hates poor people. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Because you're not poor if you're buying an Xbox Series X.
No.
S, because that's still expensive.
No, it's the hatred is towards Microsoft for trying to make the game industry worse. Speaking of people making the industry worse, Warner Brothers, terrible company, horrible IPs. Their biggest priorities is making Hogwarts Legacy 2 because Legacy
it makes them money.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, that's the biggest priority because Hogwarts Legacy 1 made $1 billion.
It makes sense. And it's so funny, when that game came out, we were so confused by the developers. Like, this is it. We're done.
Yeah.
There's no DLC. We're tired.
But you see the money though.
Now you get this news story. Hogwarts Legacy 2. It's coming.
Yeah.
It is our biggest priority. These guys are like, fucking oh my God.
Well, yeah, she's
I'm
like,
stuck
well,
making
what do
this
we
for
have?
another 5
what do we
years.
have? Well, we have this live service and this live service. It's like, well, that didn't do good. That's probably not going to do well.
The risk,
This is our biggest priority.
The risk here is they're going to say, okay, well, now we're going to make this the live service because this is the successful
shit,
thing.
it better not.
Hogwarts 2 live service. You want
Electric
spells?
Boogaloo.
You don't know the spells. You got to go to school, and school is once a week, and you got to log in once a week to do your studies. And if you don't do your studies, then you don't get the spell. But you can log in for at least 4 hours every week to do the studies. If you can't afford that, then pay me $20. Then you get your spell.
Is that why Harry Potter only used like 2 spells in all the books?
Everybody used more than 2 spells, but he's so fucking powerful, he don't need to say the words. He just does it.
Smelly armpits.
Yeah.
No. All right.
God damn it.
Hogwarts Legacy took a long time to make. Well over 6 years, lots of development time to make sure that it came out in the right spot. The risk is that WB is looking at this company, is like, can you do 2 in 2 years? and they're going to be like, no. And they're like, well, do it anyway because we pay your salary.
Shit, that's gonna hinder the.
Yeah.
They're gonna rush the story and everything else.
The problem with companies in the like these doom spirals like Ubisoft. And Ubisoft's in massive trouble. Warner Brothers their video game department isn't doing very well. They've had a lot of massive failures.
Yes.
And if they try to rush the franchises that are doing well to try to fill those gaps, they just drag them down to where everything else is. So
And normally CEOs they don't rush it. They don't talk about this if they're already doing well. Like the motherfucker couldn't help himself. Discovery's CFO Gunnar Weidenfels just came out and said it. Direct quote. Obviously, a successor to Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest priorities in a couple years down the road during their Bank of America's, get it? Bank of America's 2024 Meeting, Communications, and Entertainment Conference. So there is certainly a significant growth contribution from that game's business and our strategic outlook here.
Investors?
Just
Maybe
leaning
you.
hard on that. No mention of Suicide Squad. No mention of the $200 million plus dollars.
We've been doing great with games and movies.
Obviously, we are fast-tracking Suicide Kills the Justice League 2.
Harry Potter kills the Suicide Squad. He just shows up and
Yes.
Yeah, so that implication, and he says a couple years down the road, so an implication that like of a 2026 release date. Well, no, you're taking him too literally. I know people say, well, a couple is in 2 years.
No,
that's what a couple means. It's like, no, that's not what he's saying. it's impossible for that game to be released in 2026.
They would have to have exactly the same graphics, no new anything.
It wouldn't be a sequel, right?
It would be like a reskin DLC sold as a $70 full
And that's
price
what I
sequel.
think it would be.
That's what I'm also worried about. Is right?
That's not what it's going to be.
I hope
because
not,
even
but they
these
wanna-
motherfuckers know that they would be shooting themselves in the head if they did
Yeah, I
that.
don't know.
yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah,
I mean, they're desperate as fuck right now.
Exactly. That's what has me worried.
That's why you have to be a little more conscientious if they're smart. You're saying they're not smart, they're dumb.
I think that they're thinking about short-term profits versus long-term viability.
Right, because they're already looking to get sold. They're just like, who wants to buy us?
And then honestly,
I want to buy your shit right now. Get the fuck out of here.
anytime they fire a CEO, they get a real big parachute, and it's not made of lead. And so it's like, oh, okay, I did very poorly for you. Give me my $15 million, and I'll fuck off somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so it's like they don't necessarily care. So I don't know.
Yeah, right now they just they released the Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, and we haven't played it, haven't had time to play
No.
it, but
I played a
that
bunch of
motherfucker should have been in. Well, you played the beta, right, for free. This is like $40 or something like that at release, and it should have been in Hogwarts. And I'm looking at it. I think most people are looking at it as a test run for Hogwarts Legacy 2, in which it will be included. I'm just so curious. All the people that put the hard work into that game, they're like, "Hey, I released, come play our game." And then 3-4 years down along the line, when Hogwarts Legacy 2 comes out, it goes, "Hey, wait a minute." That's my work. Nobody called or talked to me. That's the idea I came up with. You son of a bitch. How I balance the game. And I think that's probably how it's going to, shape up.
They did have to rebalance the game because Quidditch is a stupid fucking game.
It's an amazing
and
game.
The fucking rules are stupid.
And then the golden snitch is now only worth 30 points because
instead
Instant winner.
of
Instant
basically
winner.
winning the
it
whole
ain't
fucking
the
game.
Yeah. We did a back and forth match for 60 straight minutes of blood, sweat, and tears. But that idiot over there put it in his mouth, and then they won the game. It's like, excuse me, fucking what?
Wins a win.
I hate
Don't-
this game. I'll never play it again.
Get the balls out of your mouth.
Wins a win.
Yeah. All right. I don't even.
No, you don't like this next one.
I don't even want to do the next one.
Right.
All right. Dr. Disrespect is back.
Oh.
He came back on Twitch.
I see
Yeah,
why. I see.
everyone's
I don't
letting
even
us
wanna talk about it.
know.
But it's a big story because he's changed
Sure,
his
fine.
story, and there's some clever things
How?
that he's doing. So he's now denying wrongdoing, and he's saying he's the victim of a conspiracy, saying
my
they wanted to cut down the dock, plain and simple.
You cut down the dock. You did. Take responsibility. People might, not me, others might respect you more for it.
Yeah, so
But you've already lost that
As soon as you
opportunity.
started cheating on your wife and your family.
Yeah, I mean, you
That
make
was years before
millions
this.
of dollars.
Well, still.
Yeah.
That's still a piece
'Cause
of
it's-
shit move.
Exactly.
Millions of dollars.
So now he's saying he didn't sext anyone, and that the person who leaked it is a fucking rat. So normally,
Bullshit.
when you're mad about the person leaking,
A fucking rat.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
well,
Normally, if you're worried about people leaking messages, there's probably some messages in there that you didn't want released.
yeah. He
You
also
were trying to fuck her. You're trying to frick her, weren't you?
The really worrying thing is seeing he says that he's going to be able to reapply for YouTube monetization on September 25th.
Oh, I thought he was already
YouTube-
monetized. So he
YouTube
was
said
streaming
no.
just unmonetized.
So this is on Twitch. So he was streaming on Twitch, but he remember
What? He can't stream on Twitch.
That's
He's
wh-
banned on Twitch. He streamed on YouTube. That's not where he didn't stream on Twitch. He streamed on YouTube, as far as I know.
Yeah, so this rant on Twitch ban.
Yeah.
So he was on YouTube. So he's unmonetized on YouTube.
Yes.
And YouTube said no. Oh no, he can't come back. He can't come back related to
Well,
anyone
we'll
else.
see.
I don't believe them for a second.
they said
They're-
future projects too, right?
Yeah, but they're gonna. I fully expect them to reinstate him.
Reinstate
because,
him in a month.
Because
Yes.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of pushback from
Yeah.
people, and I don't know.
He's going to be back because he brings a lot of money and YouTube wants that money. So
yeah. And so
it's plain and simple.
he's he's changing the message, and so he's deleted his previous ones. I will read you what he previously said.
I think if you want to know my opinion on it or a good take on it, watch Dr. Lupo. as he slammed people in his chat, which said, "Oh, you turned your back on Dr. Disrespect." He's like, "Oh, really? Oh, really?" Here's what I think of the Dr. Disrespect situation. Just go watch it. This is somebody who has worked with Dr. Disrespect and knows about him. So
Well, all his friends did.
pretty much all his friends did it. Well,
Yeah.
they had to. You don't defend that kind of shit and
But it's a
get away with it.
conspiracy theory.
It's a
Joe.
conspiracy.
According to Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you made your millions. Get lost. And the fact that you're still like blaming others, first thing he does is, "Oh, did this person still stream? That person did this person did this, that person did this." It's like, what are you doing? That's the opposite of taking responsibility for your actions. Meaning, in a few years down along the line, you're just gonna do the same shit.
Yeah.
There's no consequences for doing anything, then you're just gonna do the same shit.
In June, he said this. He admitted to exchanging Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017, and that
minor
sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate. Now he's deleted that. He's no longer using the word minor. He's saying that it's the legal age of consent. Anytime a 40-year-old married man is telling you about the age of consent of minors, he's a fucking creep, and maybe you shouldn't be watching him because it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah.
You should not know the age of consent of minors when you're fucking 40 and married. Stop it.
There it is.
And if you're watching him, you're fucking weird too.
Yeah. You have no respect for yourself. You're too young. You're too ignorant. You don't give a fuck. You're not older. You're not wiser, more experienced. Like, I don't need to waste my time with this shit. There are plenty of other entertainers out there. Check them out. They're fucking awesome. I would much rather support one of those guys rather than this.
Yeah. And then I know that people are mad at me, Doc Watchers. You can always reach me on my Twitter at fuckyou@clownpenis.fart.
Yes.
I respond to every
Fuck
message.
you, clown penis. Fuck you.
At clownpenis.
At clown penis.
.fart.
.fart.
Yeah. I respond to everybody on there.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I agree with Dr. Lupo. The brain rot is killing some fucking people, and I don't want to support. I don't want to support that shit. So I knew this was gonna happen. He said,
Yeah,
"A
'cause a lot
cocky
of-
asshole." If you want to make it a part of your persona, go ahead. You know, accept it. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm a fucking piece of shit. Watch me anyway, because he knows people are gonna watch him anyway,
Yes.
and then we know exactly what kind of piece of shit you are. You continue to watching him, so it's like.
Yeah, there were a couple different roads to go down, and like you said, the one where he's like, "I did nothing wrong." It's like, I mean, no one's asking you to
It's
go
like,
to jail.
Is
but
this you? You tweeted this, and then
Yeah.
you said this, and this is all you.
Yeah, that's creepy as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
That's
okay.
not a conspiracy. That's you.
Yeah, that's you admitted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of people messaging minors,
Imagine if that person on the other end of his messages took them differently, went through it, and this would be a completely different situation. The only reason why it didn't go down like that, well, we actually don't know the reason why it didn't went like that. He put himself in this situation to continue to support somebody like that. It's awful. It's just not. It's not the way to go.
yeah. Again, his thing is it's legality. He's like, it's all legal. It's like, no one's telling you that it's illegal to cheat on your wife.
Right.
It's just it's scummy.
Right,
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't.
I mean,
don't
this
do
guy
it.
has already made his millions. He has already made millions, more money than any of us could make. And
And he just got dropped from his game that he was working.
oh
on.
right,
Oh, the NFT game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna
That I probably could made him a couple more, but
Yeah.
he's gone now.
This is all kind of related. Did you see that Kendrick Lamar is going to be doing the halftime show at the
I
Super
mean,
Bowl?
even his friends, Nick Merckx. Look at this.
all
Controversial
his-
personality, Nick Merckx, has made his thoughts on Dr. Disrespect known in an X post on September 7th, so 2 days ago. Nick Merckx called the doc a retard for claiming that he pretended to text a minor to bait journalists. So that's what Dr. Disrespect is now claiming. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Fuck this guy.
Exactly. It's all a conspiracy. He was
But
saying,
that's what people buy into, and it perfect, like all that kind of like misinformation, counterculture.
Yeah.
Oh, the media's bad, and they're all lying to you, and I'm the only one with it. That feeds right into that conspiracy theory bone in a lot of us, and that makes you susceptible to that kind of shit. And other people do it constantly, and it works. And he sees that, and he's taking that fucking angle, I guess. Cool.
Yeah, it was all a bait. That's why he lost his Twitch deal, and he settled out of court, and it's all a bait. It was all fake from the very beginning.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Trying to take the
So
big man
I'm
down.
sure we will talk about this again. Unfortunately, when
he's back on
YouTube
YouTube.
rolls
The 20
around
the 25th.
and makes their determination, yes, we will pay Dr. Disrespect a ton of money because we will get money.
Yep.
Or,
Yes.
no, our policies mean our policies. You cannot break terms of service and continue to stream on our platform.
You're funny.
So I mean, I fully expect them just to say, look, after
He
a
did the
review,
time.
he did nothing illegal. Which I mean, from what I imagine from what we see, allegedly he did nothing illegal, right? The person was a minor, but if they were
He didn't actually go through with
he
it.
didn't go
or
through with it,
whatever,
and if
yeah.
they're of the age of consent, then they're gonna probably put him back
Sure.
in. And I
Doesn't
imagine,
mean we have to support him.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's-
mean you have to support him.
I
Like
never
I
watched
said,
him
there
anyway.
are so many really fucking entertaining people on Twitch, on fucking YouTube streaming. Use this as an opportunity. And I know I'm not talking to Dr. Disrespect fans because you guys are smarter than that.
they're tweeting at me right now.
And, well, maybe they will watch this because of the language we're using against him. But, guys, seriously, I'm telling you, there are people way more entertaining than Dr. Disrespect on a number of platforms. Use this time where he's fucking around to go find one. I guarantee you'll find a brand new community of awesome people
Yep.
that are willing to take you open arms, and you can feel
Check
like
out some
you're a
small
part of
streamers.
something
They're
again.
amazing.
You don't need to be a part of that.
I hope Kendrick just does not like us.
The
3
dude
times in
doesn't give
row.
a shit about you. If he gave a shit about you, he wouldn't be fucking around on his wife. He wouldn't be fucking around putting his entire career in jeopardy talking to minors.
Allegedly.
Oh, no, he admitted it himself.
he-
No, he didn't.
No,
he
but
took
yeah,
it
he
off.
did.
But he also-
admitted
took
it
it off.
himself.
But he also
took
admitted
it
it
Oh,
off.
he
was a bait.
deleted it later
That's
on.
conspiracy, Joe.
You
It
took
wasn't
the
him.
bait. You took the bait.
His wife typed it or something.
I hate those
Somebody
types
else.
of people. I think almost no. Obviously, I hate the original sin worse, but sometimes the people that like support that stuff are even worse to me, and it's
Yeah.
like you are just fucking scum,
A lot of his people are like, yeah,
boot-licking scum.
I'm glad that you were able to, lure these journalists into your trap. Why don't you just post all of your messages and it'll show that you were really trapping? He's like,
Ooh, that's 4-dimensional chess. There's probably some I'm on his side, but I'm actually going to
Yeah.
spring a trap on him. He's like, yeah, no problem.
And then immediately he's like,
I'll never post that.
I will never post anything. What are we in second grade? It's like, yeah, I mean, look, I'm not a big, you have to prove yourself.
I don't know, but if we were in second grade, you might want to watch out for Dr. Disrespect talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's searching for other people to talk to. What are we in second grade? Anybody raise their hand? Jokes. It's jokes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be back. Oh well. Whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Well, you have a couple stories, right? Because I don't want to talk about anything.
That anymore? Yeah, I've got some stories. Bluetooth 6 is announced with Apple-like device tracking, lower latency, and improved efficiency. Many of us, if not all of us, use Bluetooth. So I thought it might be fun to let you know about the next version of Bluetooth. Getting ready to do this. So it's going to be, it's unveiled earlier this week, Bluetooth 6 standard. The current standard, Bluetooth 5, has been around since 2016. So some people have been like, hey, man, this is overdue. You have some problems, et cetera, et cetera. So the biggest upgrade involves device location via the new feature known as channel sounding. The feature, sounding. I don't know. It essentially enables the direction and range between two Bluetooth devices.
Don't Google that.
To be determined with accuracy of 1 centimeter. So the net result is Bluetooth 6 will be able to act like ultra wideband, which is what Apple is using for their AirTags. So essentially, if you like the AirTag technology and you're like, fuck, I don't want to buy AirTags because the Apple sucks and they're overpriced, don't worry. Wait for Bluetooth 6, and pretty much all devices can be used for that, which is probably a little scary for people abusing that. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Hedy Lamar.
Anyways, channel sounding is optional. It's not compulsory. It's a fee for Bluetooth 6, which is, if you want to protect your security. You don't want every Bluetooth 6 device to be trackable by default. But just so you are aware, channel sounding is the one that will make it trackable. So if you're interested in buying Bluetooth 6 and want to stay away from it, or if you're interested in buying Bluetooth 6 and want to grab it so you could track something. Like, I always think it's cool to track, like, cats and see where they go.
Where they go.
Yeah, because you
need one for Mittens.
They go in the same spot.
Mittens going everywhere.
Exactly. Mittens is going everywhere. He's a senior kid. He stays inside now, Joe. So.
Yeah.
But Bluetooth 6 also detects when a device moves out of range, will prevent redundant connection attempts. It saves energy and a bunch of other things. So just be aware that Bluetooth 6 is coming and was just recently revealed. So
and Hedy Lamar still won't get credit.
And it looks like around, when does it come out? About 2025. 2025 will probably be the year for Bluetooth 6. Okay, next. Roblox CEO claims that everyone will be playing Roblox and he will make all of the global gaming revenue ever.
What?
No, I'm exaggerating. Instead, he says, my goal, or our goal is 1 billion daily active users.
Jesus Christ. What are they at?
And 10% of all global gaming revenue for Roblox.
How close are they, Alex?
In case you want to know, there are only 8 billion people currently on the globe.
And 2.2 billion children total.
And 2.2 billion.
So he wants half of all kids children in the world every day to play his game.
No, he says, hey, Roblox is not just for children. So
no,
I want one of those 8 billion always logged in and always playing. This is a little crazy. I don't know why he needs to make these kinds of claims.
Oh, I can explain to you why he needs to make this claims. Because Roblox loses anywhere from $200 to $400 million every 3 months.
Yeah.
That's what they lose. They lose that much money. So they need other people to give them truckloads of money because currently their business model, which is, tons of users, very successful on that front. They're making no fucking money. In fact, they're losing not quite meta money, but they're losing
compared to other companies. Yeah,
losing $200 million every 3 months is
when all said and done. David Baszucki unveiled his modest goal.
Yeah,
and his justification for it. Let's see, was he says. The gaming market is huge.
Yep.
3.4 billion people play games, and the gaming industry generates more than 180 billion in annual revenue. Now that's correct, but he wants to get 1/3 of all gamers into Roblox, because if he says 3.4 billion gamers, he wants 1 billion of that. As our next stepping stone on our way to 1 billion daily active users, we are sharing an ambitious goal. We believe that 10% of all gaming content revenue in the world will flow through the Roblox ecosystem and be distributed within our Roblox community.
Roblox is life.
On our way
Roblox.
to 10% of gaming content revenue, we believe that we will reach approximately 300 million daily active users. We believe that 80% of those people will come to Roblox to play together, with the rest coming to shop, consume entertainment, learn, or simply communicate with one another. Which is confusing, because if you noticed, he put the goal at 1 billion, and then all of a sudden he said on our way to 300 million. So it's like, what? So I don't know if he was doing drugs before he got up on stage here. And
well, he's hanging out with the metaverse people that are still trying to. They're like, "Hey, you sure you don't want to buy a building in the metaverse right now? Because
he's like, sold."
Yeah. So
no, I don't want to be playing in the metaverse. You need to be playing in the Roblox verse, Roverse.
The metaverse failed. This one has to be successful. It'll definitely work.
Yeah. So this guy's probably super jealous of that Minecraft movie, and he's like, "How do we call up Uwe Boll? I need a movie. He'll do it for cheap. I need a Roblox movie. I'm losing money. I don't have a lot of money.
$1,000. That's more than what he made.
$1,000. He saw that you made 800. I'm gonna give you 1,000.
So
genius. 1 billion active users. I just thought it was hilarious. So Roblox CEO talking out of his ass.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna happen.
I think the
I'm
first goal
sorry.
should be to break even in a single quarter.
Yeah, the first goal should be
You're thinking too small, Alex.
a moderate.
You're thinking too small. We're thinking world domination.
Yeah.
1 out of every 8 human beings.
When a baby is born, we give him
We'll
a
log
free
into my
copy.
game.
Free copy.
Well, that's why
with
you're losing all
every-
this money. You're giving it away for
10% of
free.
all money throughout the world will flow through Roblox. Oh my God! I thought this is the best story.
It sounds like something that Peter Molyneux would say.
It reminds me of what is it, the Bison Bucks. It's like we're gonna
Oh.
distribute Bison
Turning
Bucks.
into
It's
a-
like what is this?
Dictator.
Or Patty's books from the It's Always Sunny. It's like, you guys don't know how any of this stuff works, and I'm sure he's doing great. I'm sure. I mean, he's the CEO of this company. They making dirty money.
Yeah,
But the company's losing dirty money, so
he'll be fine.
yeah.
All right, well, that's all I got. Thank y'all so much. Guys, our sponsor, Extra Wallets. This is a good
100
product.
days to check it out.
A good company with good % offs. Click the links down below. And thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned. We got much more, including the continuation of Rings of Power, which is one of our favorite shows. And I think
It's doing very well.
I keep getting notifications that my HBO Max subscription went up by $1 or some bullshit. So I'm like, maybe I should cancel this. So then when I went to go look to see if I can cancel it, I was like, okay, there's a Dune series in November. So it's like, okay, I do want to probably have us cover that. But I think it's like, what do they have left? They have the 7 different spin-offs of Game of Thrones coming, but that's getting desperate, especially when the author is like, man, I ain't liking your shit no more. And HBO's like, shut the fuck up. You know, take that post off your goddamn thing. I wonder if they had to threaten him with legal action to get him to take that down.
If he signed an NDA, I'm positive they called up his agent and was like, look.
Oh, they called his agent so his agent could ask him nicely, hey, please.
Hey, you signed this thing, George. You can't.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I was thinking about canceling, but there is the Penguin. So we might cover the Penguin. That's not this week. That's next week. That's the 19th, the first episode of the Penguin. But like that series Gotham, it's like I don't really want to watch a Batman series without Batman. Is Penguin that compelling? I do like Colin Farrell, so maybe we'll cover the Penguin, but we'll see. So just some content that's coming up, and of course check us out on Twitch. And as we continue to play through these games for review, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.